Cristiano Ronaldo had an interview with Rio Ferdinand and they spoke about living in Saudi Arabia. During the interview, Cristiano made some interesting remarks, especially when he said that people in war are the ones feeling true pressure.
You know, for me, the pressure, it's the people who was in a war that they don't have foods to eat, that deal with the guns during the night, shots. For me, this is the real pressure.
Was he hinting about Palestine and Gaza? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. Inshallah, in this video, I'm going to react to some important parts of the interview and explain some basics of Islam. So without wasting any time, let's watch the clips and come back.
It's interesting what you said about, well, like, no country's perfect. That's exactly what I was thinking when I saw you go and I saw the news start coming out about Saudi, and I saw a lot of the Western world pointing the finger, saying negative stuff. And I'm like, are we that good? Are we that perfect that we have got no problems? Like, everyone has problems, man, but it's about facing the problems and then making a step forward. I mean, and is there any little things that you've thought, well, I didn't expect that to be there when you went there, or that have been good, positive as well as or negative?
We all know why the Western world keep pointing their fingers towards the Muslim countries and criticizing and highlighting our criminals as if the whole Muslims are like that. How many people are in prison in America, France, or the UK? We can also play the same game and say Americans are just like their criminals in prison. We will never do that because it's just a lie. The Western world does this just for the Western man, especially not know that Islam is the solution for all his problems. Protecting his masculinity is in Islam. Having an obedient wife is in Islam. The protection of his children from rainbow propaganda is also in Islam. These basic things are lost in the Western world, and the West uses the media to make sure people lose interest in Islam. But alhamdulillah, they are failing miserably. He is the one who has sent his messenger with true guidance and the religion of truth, making it prevail over all others, even to the dismay of the polytheists. No matter how much they hate Islam and fight it, Islam is still taken over and is the fastest growing religion in the world. And who's doing the job? It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
As I told you before, for me, all the countries have their issues. It's normal. There, they have fantastic things. To be honest, I'm really happy to be there, me and my family.
I saw you on the beach.
And yes, for example, the Red Sea, which is my second house or the first house, because it's place that unbelievable. Is like a diamond there. I love to be there.
When are you going to invite me, man? What's going on? I need to know my family.
We speak about that. You will love it, you and your family. Trust me, it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Yes. And not only that part there, for example, Alula, which is in some place in the desert.
Have you been there? I've
yes,
been
of
there.
course.
It's an amazing place.
You've been in Alula?
Yeah, when I went there, my friend started crying.
It's beautiful.
We went into the hotel and my friend was sitting, I looked around and my friend, he was like...
Yeah, you know why?
Oh.
Because it's sagrado. Como é que se diz sagrado?
Spiritual.
Yeah, spiritual.
Yeah, spiritual.
It's spiritual. You can feel the energy there.
Yeah.
That they have some spiritual thing.
Different, isn't it?
I felt as well, to be honest.
I did.
Saudi Arabia is making grown men cry. Not only in Saudi, many non-Muslims, when they come to the Muslim countries, they get emotional. Without Islam, you don't have a true purpose of life. I did not create jinn and humans except to worship me. We Muslims believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator of the heavens and the earth, created us to worship him. And worship in Islam isn't just going to the mosque and praying, but praising the beautiful nature that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created is also a form of worship. Being good to our parents is also worship. Defending our countries is also worship. And I invite every single non-Muslim watching this video to just choose any Muslim country that is stable, meaning that it was not invaded by America, and you will learn the truth that is hidden from you when you come to that country, and you will meet the best people ever.
And they have that, they have the Red Sea, they have even in the mountains, they have snow, snow in Saudi, yes, wow. They have snow, they have everything. So it's a lovely country. I love to be there, my family love to be there. And as I told you, the adaptation for me wasn't too difficult. And I'm happy there.
I always ask myself, how can a Muslim know more about France and the UK than other Muslim countries? Why would you take your family to go and see a tower made of iron standing? How is that even considered tourism? It is always better to go and visit your Muslim brothers and sisters in the Muslim countries, because in Islam we have an important teachings, which is keeping ties. And those who violate Allah's covenant after it has been affirmed, break whatever ties Allah has ordered to be maintained, and spread corruption in the land, it is they who will be condemned and will have the worst abode. Our ties aren't just our immediate families, but also every single Muslim around the world. The believers are but one brotherhood, so make peace between your brothers and be mindful of Allah, so you may be shown mercy. We Muslims are but one brotherhood, and we should all love each other for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should also strive to visit our Muslim brothers and sisters in Pakistan, Jazr al-Qamar, Malaysia, and every single Muslim country. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us united upon the Quran and the Sunnah, free from any innovation and misguidance.
Even to my mind, even you've created a whole movement of people coming. How much pressure did you feel being the first real big star to come out and then say to everybody, "Come on, follow me"? How was that big pressure for you?
Ria, you know, as I was young, you know, I had a different personality. I believe in myself, in other, not only in football, but in other areas as well. To be honest, it was zero pressure. I didn't have any pressure.
What?
When I moved there, I didn't feel pressure.
Well,
for me, pressure.
Even when it was everyone going crazy.
You know, for me, the pressure, it's the people who was in a war, that they don't have foods to eat, that deal with the guns during the night, shots. For me, this is the real pressure.
This is absolutely true. Whenever you feel something is going bad in your life, just remember, a child in Gaza has lost everything, and he's still fighting right now while you're complaining. Whenever you feel like you can't wear your hijab, just remember that we have some sisters in Iraq that will be deleted just because their name is Aisha. Whenever you feel like everything is against you, just remember that our Rohingya brothers and sisters literally lost everything. And also remember the oppression that our Uyghur brothers and sisters are facing. Whatever problems you have are nothing compared to their problems. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect our brothers and sisters all around the world and grant them victory over their enemies. And before I finish, some people, when you tell them don't drink Coca-Cola because it's bad for your health, they'll accept it and even thank you for your concern. But as soon as you say let's boycott to support our brothers and sisters in Gaza, they'll be like, brother, we don't have a substitute. It's only a drink, nothing is going to change. What kind of an attitude is this? Subhanallah, how can we even dream of a victory with people like this? Inshallah, we need to support our Muslim brothers and sisters all around the world, and the least we can do for them is dua and boycott any company that is directly supporting their oppressors. Narrated Anas radiyallahu anhu, Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, help your brother whether he is an oppressor or he is an oppressed one. People ask, oh Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, it is alright to help him if he is oppressed, but how should we help him if he is an oppressor? The Prophet ﷺ said, by preventing him from oppressing others. I hope you benefited from this video. You can also watch this video about exposing the lies of Pastor Cliff against Islam on the PBD podcast. And don't forget to subscribe to not miss any future uploads. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum.